Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am going to be going over every book I've read in 2024 so far. It is April 30th, and it is just about to be May. How is the year almost half over? What's going on? But I don't know. But I've read a lot of books this year. How many have I read? I've read 15 books this year. 16 books this year, which is pretty good for me, I think. I really picked up reading the last few months. Like, I really started reading a lot the past few months, but, yeah, the first few months of this year, like January and February, I didn't read too much, but, March and April, I picked it up a lot. So, got my reading journal right here, and I'm gonna pretty much tell you all the books that I've read, and, like, give you a review of them, and yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so the first book I read this year was Darkness at the Edge of Town. Yeah, Darkness on the Edge of Town by Adam Christopher. And this was pretty much a Stranger Things book about one of the main characters, Hopper, and like what he was like before the show, before he moved to the town Hawkins in the show. Pretty much showing like when he was a big city cop. And yeah, if you watch Stranger Things, totally recommend to read this book. I rated this book a 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was very like suspenseful. Like, you want to know what was gonna happen. Like, what you want to know what was gonna happen next, and it like gave you like some like cool inside stuff from the show that like you didn't know about before. So I recommend this book. If you like Stranger Things, you'll like this book. The next book I read in 2024 was Dork Diaries 15, the last book in the series, I think. I rated this book a 3 stars. It was okay. It just like, I don't know, it felt like too kiddish, if that makes any sense. But like, it was good. It just was, there's a bully in this, like, frenemy, whatever. She annoyed me so badly. She didn't annoy me in any of the other books. Like, I kind of liked her, actually. This book, she was so bad. If you've read any of the Dork Diary books, you know who I'm talking about. But, like, she was so bad. And, I mean, I liked it. I've liked the Dork Diaries. I read them all a couple years ago. Yeah, read them all, like, a year or two ago. But, yeah, I think this is the last one in the series. I mean, yeah, recommend this to your little sisters. Or whatever, but yeah, it was good, it was okay. Yeah, let's move on. Next, I read Flight of Icarus. I don't know how to pronounce that. Flight of Icarus? I don't know. But this is another Stranger Things book. This came out in October of 2023. I am so hot. I'm sorry. I'm so hot. But these windows are open, if you can't tell, and the blinds are banging on like the windows, so I apologize, but it's also very hot outside and I am like dying, so if that's why I'm so red, I apologize. See, it's banging, it's so annoying. Okay, pretty much this is another Stranger Things book, a retelling of like Eddie's character, like before the show. I love Eddie, by the way. Oh, and this book is by Caitlin Schneiderhan? I don't know. I'm sorry, Caitlin, if I pronounced your last name wrong. Yes, this book was 4.5 stars, and I really enjoyed it. Like, it was really good. I really liked it, and I recommend it if you like Stranger Things. I read another Stranger Things book, Lucas. I read Lucas on the Line by Sue Davies. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. But yes, Sue Davies, I don't know. But this was pretty much a book on Lucas, like a little bit before the plotline of season 4 of Stranger Things, just telling you like a little bit before season 4 happened, and then like season 4. So like, I am in love with Stranger Things, if you didn't know. And I've got like the lines memorized, so like they started like pretty much just writing out all of season 4, and like I could tell that I knew exactly what was going to happen, and I knew every word they were going to say. So this book, I rated 4 stars. I still enjoyed it, but like bird squealing, but half of it I like, I really enjoyed it, and then the other half, I knew exactly what was going to happen. So, yeah, I still liked it. Recommend it to you if you like Stranger Things. There's a bird squealing, and I apologize. Next book, I read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I rated this 4.5 stars. I enjoyed it. Very good. I have never, this was the first time I ever read the book, and I really liked it. And I also really liked the movies. I watched the movies for the first time a couple months ago. Like, yeah, a couple months ago. But yeah, I really liked it. It's pretty much about this kid named Harry Potter, and he lives with his aunt and uncle and cousin because his parents have passed on, and he doesn't know that he's a wizard, but he is a wizard, and then he ends up going to a school called Hogwarts for Wizards, and tons of other stuff happens. That's all I'll say. But yeah, it's a really good book. Rated it 4.5 stars. And if you watched my May to be read video, you'll see that I want to read the second book in the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, in May. So go check out that video, see what other books I want to read in May. But yeah. And the next book I read was The Kissing Booth by Beth Reekles. This was my first 5-star read of 2024. I'm sorry if you see that like glare on the book. It's from my ring light. But yeah, this book, I love this book so much, okay? Thank you, Cousin Liz, for giving me this book. Yeah, it was 5 stars. I loved it. It's pretty much about this girl named Elle, and she's best friends with Lee, and they have been since birth. They were born on the same day, but yeah, they've been best friends. And then there's Noah, and Noah is Lee's brother, and Lee has always said that Elle is not allowed to date any of his family, because that'd be weird. And so Noah and Elle start sneaking around and dating, and let's just say it doesn't end well. So yeah, 5 stars, amazing. Definitely recommend that you read this book. Next book I read, I do not own this book. I got it from my local library. So this one is Lockdown on London Lane, also by Beth Reekles, same author as The Kissing Booth. This book was so good. It was from like multiple POVs. So like it was about this apartment building and all these people, like couples or just like people. And it was she wrote it during quarantine in like 2020 when the COVID pandemic broke out. So pretty much it's like all the characters like get this note slid under their door saying like you're not allowed to leave the building at all. You can get food deliveries and grocery deliveries, but like they have to be sanitized and stuff before they come in. And everybody's told this, and they're not allowed to leave the building because of COVID. And like some people, they had like people staying over, like as example, there was people staying over at this one girl's house for like a bridal party, and like they're driving her insane, and it's like all this stuff happens. I recommend reading it. I think I rated it 3.5 stars. I really liked it, but like it had some parts that were like really slow and like boring, but like it was good. Yeah, that's on that one. And then the next book I read was Going the Distance, The Kissing Booth 2 by Beth Reekles. I also did not own this. I got this from the library. It was good. I rated it 4.5 stars. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good. But like, yeah, about the same characters. I can't really say things about it without spoiling the first book. So, yeah. Then the next book I read was One Last Time, The Kissing Booth 3, also by Beth Reekles. I rated this 3.5 stars. It was pretty much, I can't really say anything without spoiling the other 2 books, but it just didn't hit the spot like the other 2, especially not the first one. Then I read Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. If you haven't heard of Twilight, are you living under a rock or something? What? Okay, so pretty much Twilight is about a girl named Bella, and she moves to this town called Forks where it's always raining. So she moves in with her dad, and she goes to school there, and she meets this guy named Edward, and then she finds out Edward's a vampire. And that is not a spoiler because it says on the back. But, yeah. I want to read the next 3 in the series because I found them at Goodwill, which is so cool. But I'll get to them someday, but I have other books I need to read first. So yeah, I rated this book 4.5 stars. Really enjoyed it. Really, really liked it. If you like vampires and like that kind of stuff, you'll like this book. Next book. Okay, second 5-star read of the year. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This book is so good, okay? It's about this girl named Liz, and she is a high schooler, and her mom passed away when she was, I think, 5th grade. And she's got this neighbor named Wes, and Wes has picked on her from, like, when they were kids, like, always picked on her. And she always hated him, and they were enemies, and then they end up fighting over this, like, parking spot in front of their house, like, for their car. And yeah, but then maybe Liz kind of decides that Wes isn't so bad. But she's also, like, trying to get her crush to notice her. Yeah, that's all I'll say about this book, but I 10 out of 10 recommend. No matter who you are, you'll like this book. It is pretty much like a cheesy little romance rom-com movie. So good, so good. 5 stars. Love it. Next book. What's the next book? Next book is Holes by Louis Saga. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Louis. I'm sorry. But yeah, Holes. I love the movie and I love the book. They're both. I rated this 4.5 stars. It was good. If you like the movie, you'll like this. It's pretty much exactly like the movie. It's pretty much like you're reading the movie. But like there's a couple extra details, but it's pretty much just like you can read the movie. You can watch the movie and be done with it quicker. So do with that what you will. But I really enjoyed this book. So it's pretty much about this kid, Stanley, and he gets sent to this camp called Camp Green Lake, and he has to dig 1 hole every day. And they say he's not looking for anything, but maybe he is. That's all I'm going to say about it. But yeah, I really like this book because I really like the movie. But yeah. Next is, I do not own this book. Next is Girl in Pieces. I do not own this book. I did own this book, but I returned it to Target because I disliked it so very much. I got 150 pages in, and then I DNF'd it, turned it to Target. So this was pretty much about a girl that like tried to it herself for different reasons, and then she ended up in this like insane asylum hospital place with other people that tried to do that. So she ends up getting out of there, and then all other stuff happens, and I just didn't like it. And it was like F word every other word, and like it was all over the place. Like the chapters were like little tiny paragraphs on a random topic, and then it just like would bounce all around. I had no idea what was going on. So DNF'd it, returned it to Target, got my money back, and yeah, didn't like it. Rated it 1 star on Goodreads because you can't do 0 stars or half stars, whatever. Then the next book I read was If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowling. This book broke my heart, okay? Broke it into a million pieces. Broke my heart. Had me sobbing. Okay? Sobbing. Okay. I filmed a vlog of me reading this, pretty much what I read in a week as a homeschooled teen girl. So go watch that if you want to see me sob my eyeballs out. But pretty much this book is about a girl named Autumn and a guy named Finney, and it's from Autumn's perspective, but it's yeah, so her and Autumn and Finney are best friends their whole life, but then in high school they kind of like don't hang out with each other anymore, like just like drifted apart. So yeah, and then it's pretty much just like telling their stories, telling Autumn's story and like all the stuff, and then the last 15 pages had me sobbing. It was so good. 5 stars. Amazing, amazing, amazing story. So relatable. And then last 15 pages just tore me to pieces. So yeah, this was 5 stars. I recommend it if you like sad books. Like this much of the book was not sad, okay? Was not sad. These last pages ripped my heart out, stomped on it, okay? I loved it though. It was so good. So good. And now on my May to be read. Go watch that video. I want to read the sequel to that from Finney's perspective. So yeah, I want to read that. But then the next book I read, the last book that will be in this video, is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This was 5-star read, amazing. I just finished it yesterday and it was just great. So pretty much this book is about a girl named Avery Grams, and she, her mom passed away, and then she didn't have any money, so she was living in her car. And then she got this call, and so then call saying that her name was mentioned in this random billionaire's will, so she had to fly to Texas for the will reading, and then she inherits a lot of things. So, and the family gets mad, so that's all I'll say about it. But then tons of other stuff happens, like it's riddles, had me gasping, like plot twist. It was so good. 5 stars. Definitely recommend you read it. Yeah, that is all the books of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Like this video if you liked it, and go check out all the other reading videos on my channel. I love making reading videos. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment if you've read any of these books, if you liked them, and yeah, subscribe if you want to. I will see you guys all later. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.